What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Drinking and Cooking. Today, we're going to be doing some broccoli beef and stir-fried rice. So, as you know, what we're going to do right now is going to go ahead and post up to our streams. So, let's go over here, go to, all right, we're going to go over here to channel. So, we can go and share. I'm going to share. There we go to Facebook. All right. And now live. Now we're live. All right. All right, there goes that one. Let's go to Twitter. Right. Put that up on Twitter. All right, there we go. Exit out of that. Exit out of that. All right, here we go. Now we're cooking. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our rice here. We've got all of our ingredients and stuff. Like I said, I got my plain rice ready. So what we did is we went ahead and I'm moving stuff out of the way so I don't burn it while cooking. Till I'm ready for those, I'm going to put those up. All right. So what I did is I went ahead and I got an oil mixture, just vegetable oil and a little bit of sesame seed oil. This is what's going to help with your flavor. So we're going to go ahead and kick that on. There we go. We're going to heat up our oil. And what we're going to do is I've got my onion here, and we're going to saute our onion just a little bit, okay? And this is also, that sesame seed oil is also going to help with the flavor when it comes out. So we're going to heat that up, let that get nice and warm. And while that's heating up, you know what time it is, because it's not going to be drinking and cooking if you ain't drinking. So let's get to that part. All right, what we got? We're going to go with the Old Faithful. We're going to do something a little bit different. How about we do something a little bit different, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to go get some, ooh, I hear it heating up. All right. Come back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I had to go get my bourbon. I'm going to have a little bit of some bourbon going on here. Not too much. I like to sip on my bourbon. So we got our bourbon. We got our oil heating up real nice. Starting to smell good. And go ahead and toss in our onion. All right. We got that going on. Where did my spatula go? I need my spatula. Gotta wash off my spatula. All right. Give me just a second, guys. Thought I'd done this earlier, but I guess I didn't. All righty. So we got our spatula here. So what we're going to do is going to mix around our onions real quick. Let those start to saute just a little bit. All right. Ooh, hand's still a little wet. All right, let me get an ice cube or two in my bourbon. There we go. There we go. All right. Another sip for y'all. That is good bourbon. All right. So we're going to move those around, let that get that flavor out of that onion. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit of our peas and carrots in with that. All right. All right. Go ahead and give that a good mix around. All right, go ahead. Now we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of our rice. I went ahead and cooked our rice ahead of time so that wouldn't take up too much time on the program. All right, go ahead and get some of that in there. Come on now. What you're going to do is you're just going to kind of fold everything in, letting those oils coat that rice, get that onion in there. Okay. Everything gets coated and cooked. Also, while that's doing, what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of our soy sauce. Go ahead and add just a little bit over the top, and we're going to cook that in with it. Get that all mixed in. All right, there's that. Starting to actually look like stir fry right now. So we're going to keep going doing that. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to push this all the way to one side. I'm going to turn that temperature down because I don't want to burn my rice. And now what we're going to do, we're going to take our eggs. 1, 2, and 3. Just like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to scramble them up. On that one side. And basically we're just going to use scrambled eggs. That's essentially what we're doing right now. It's just making scrambled eggs on one side of the pot. I'm just going to let that cook on that one side. And yeah, that's essentially what we're doing. We're just doing scrambled eggs. Oh, there was a timer I forgot about. Off on that. All right. It's starting to thicken up. There we go. Just keep scraping down the sides. All right. There we go. As soon as it stops losing its watery content, you'll be able to tell by sight. Scrambled eggs should be just about ready. All right. And what we're going to do is now we're going to incorporate the rest of this into the rice. So just mix it around inside of it. And there you go. Just keep mixing it around. All right. And that is pretty much our fried rice. Just like that. Right. Now what we can do is just add a touch of garlic salt over the top of this. We're going to mix that in. All right. Just a little bit of onion powder too. Just a little dash like that. All right. Mix that all in. And then a little bit of cracked pepper. We'll mix that in too. Alrighty. And now our fried rice is done. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our fried rice, get that all together, and then we're going to move it off to the side. There is our fried rice. I'll bring it up to the camera. Tick. All right. I'll bring the camera over too because I know that's going to be a little confusing because of the lighting and everything. So let's bring this over so you can get a good picture of the fried rice. There we go. All righty. Really simple, really quick. All right, now we are going to be doing our broccoli beef. Okay. Let me get caps and lids and everything back on stuff. All right, so I've got my other pan here. Bam. Now I've got my meat that I'm going to be using for my broccoli beef. This is thinly sliced stir fry meat. And I do mean very thinly sliced. Like thin. I'm just going to go ahead and start tossing this in. Just like that. You want to make sure you kind of separate them. Now, if you can't get this, any type of meat will do. Stew meat, whatever you prefer, really, as long as it's this comes from the skirt steak, I believe, or this was a bottom round. This is bottom round, is what this was. So I'm just going to keep taking our meats and just dropping them in like that. No, come on. And we'll get to mixing these up here in just a second because I got my teriyaki sauce that we're going to be using. Granted, I normally make teriyaki from scratch, but that is a whole process in itself. So if you just want to go pick out your favorite teriyaki sauce, that's the best way to do this. All right, and just keep plopping our meat down in there. There we go. All right. Just finding the edges and just keep dropping them down. And basically what we're going to do is we're just going to smother our meat in teriyaki and let it cook in that teriyaki sauce. Keep on going here. All righty. All right. Little Matthew McConaughey. All right. All right, now we make sure every bit of our meat is separated. There we go. Move that down here. Now we got our teriyaki sauce. Now, I prefer Kikkoman's. It's delicious. I mean, this stuff, you can't go wrong with the Kikkoman. It is absolutely phenomenal. So, a little bit of teriyaki sauce with that, and then we're going to put a little bit of soy sauce in on top of it. All right. Well, that was the rest of our soy sauce. There we go. Ta-da! All right, there's that. We'll grab our other spatula here. And like I said, we're just going to sit here and move everything around. and let this meat basically cook in that soy sauce. I'm going to bring that heat up. Boy, that smells good too. Just for a dash of flavor, I'm going to add just a touch of sesame seed oil. Just sprinkle a little bit around in there, not a lot. A little bit of the sesame seed oil goes a long way. All right. Move that around. Got the teriyaki, got the soy. Now we're going to let that meat start cooking in there. All right. Bring up the fire on that. Leave that right there. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting our rice ready over here. Okay. All right. So, come back with another drink.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah. All right. Let's fluff up our rice over here. Let's see how well this turned out. Oh, yeah. Rice turned out real good. All right, let that meat keep cooking. It's starting to cook up. That's what I like to see. All right. Put that back in there. Needing something else. All right, here she goes. Starting to get that meat to cook up. All right, now when it starts to brown, just a little bit in there, and you see little specks of red in, because it's still a little raw. That's when we're going to add our broccoli. Now, granted, I got frozen broccoli. It does just the same, but it adds just enough water content that it will thin out the sauce, which you're supposed to do. So we got our broccoli florets in. There's that. A little bit more. All righty. There we go. Now what we're going to do, let me find that lid. Where'd that lid go? Honey, that lid is always disappearing from me. Is it the big one? No, not the big one. Uh-huh. Is it the medium one? Is it the medium? Yeah, that's the one. All right, that works. I've got interchangeable lids over here. So what we're going to do is that's going to keep going. Bring the heat down on that and let that steam up just a little bit. Let that water content break down. All right. Another drink. Oh, yeah. Woo! Okay. Okay. It was a bigger drink than anticipated. All right. All right. Got a lot of rice I've got to use here in the next day or two. All right, there's that. Where did I put my lid for this? Should have a lid for this. Where did my lid go? That's what happens when you don't keep track of stuff, people. It goes walking on and disappears and you can't find it. And when you need it, you don't have it. Now watch, I'll be looking for something else and that thing will show up and I won't be able to find my other thing. That's normally how it happens. All right, I got my lid and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer my rice over here. All right, get this rice in this cup over here. Mash that down. Come on. Alrighty. A little bit more here, just a hair. All right, a little bit of that got on the counter here. All right, let's see what we're doing. All right. Go ahead and give this a kind of flip it up and around, try not to spill anything, but there we go. Bring that meat up. Whoop. A little off to the side, didn't mean to do that. All right. All right, let it keep going. Looks good. All right, let it keep going just for a few. We'll see where we're at. I need my lid. All righty. Got my rice. Put that up, or actually let that cool down before I put it up. Otherwise, that's a lot of condensation in there. All right, let's get everything's going here. All right, put that pot over here in the sink. Sorry, trying to clean as you go, and sometimes it doesn't always work out. You do what you can. All right, this is all dry now. I can put all this back up. All right, that's going back up here. All right, yay, counter space. All righty. What we're going to do is kind of shake this around, make sure that broccoli is starting to thaw. There we go. I'm going to have to clean my stove after this. It's getting a little dirty. It's starting to get there. But as you can see, I mean, the broccoli's still a little bit frozen. I'm going to bring the camera down so y'all can see this. But what we got is a nice broccoli beef teriyaki sauce, a little bit of soy, a little bit of sesame seed oil in there for flavor. And then we have our stir-fry rice over here on the backside. But that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, this has got about another, I'd probably say covered maybe 10 minutes, if that, maybe 7. Rice is ready to go. So, once again, guys, I want to thank you for tuning in, for drinking and cooking. And remember, guys, share, comment, subscribe, hit that button down there for likes. And if you have anything you would like for me to try to make, leave in the comment section below. Once again, thank you for tuning in for Drinking and Cooking. And remember, guys, if you're hungry, cook that shit. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for tuning in.